This video is sponsored by sportscases.com. Check out our latest custom designs. Use promo code JVille at checkout for 10% off your order. Link in description.
What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, college basketball edition. It is Saturday, my favorite day of the week, March the 2nd. Welcome to March. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the month already. We're only the second day in, but like I said, I love Saturdays. There is just so much action going on, and today in particular, I have a really good feeling. I think a 25-teamer is in order today. I'll report back on the results of that tomorrow. But again, thank you guys so much for joining me today. This is my college basketball edition of my videos. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So for those of you that are new to the channel, what I do on Saturdays for the NFL, college football, and now college basketball, I do what's called long shot parlays. For college basketball, I do long shot money line parlays. And I'll go ahead and throw up what we did last week here really quickly. It's a little bit painful. This is only our second attempt. We just started doing this a few weeks ago, but it was a 15-team moneyline parlay, and this is what happened. We went 14 out of 15, with the only loss being an NBA team. I don't know why I put an NBA team in there, but I thought it was an easy winner. It was the Boston Celtics. They were on the road, but they were playing the Chicago Bulls. They were coming off a loss. I expected them to bounce back and destroy the Bulls, but it did not happen. Actually, the reverse happened. The Bulls kind of destroyed them. But as you can see there, all the money lines that we had in college basketball all came through. So it was a very solid attempt, but it was a parlay. So one loss kills the whole parlay. So like I said, that was only our second attempt. It was a good attempt, but it did not come through. So we'll have our third attempt today, and hopefully the third time will be a charm. Like I said, I really like today's college basketball card. I think it's going to be a monster day. So I want to make this video as short as I can because games are kicking off in about 2.5 hours. So I'm going to run through everything that we have and then wrap it up and upload it. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to just kick it off with today's long shot moneyline parlay. Like I said, this is going to be our third attempt, I believe. And let me go ahead and find it here. Okay. So first off, we have Davidson. Davidson is at home. They are playing Fordham. Fordham's one of the worst teams in the A10. Davidson still has a slight chance to win the division. They are 2 games behind VCU with 3 games to go. VCU's on the road today. So possible they can slip up. So Davidson can't take any chances. Plus they're at home. Easy winner there. You'll see a theme with the teams that I'm picking here. They're all playing for something for the most part. Georgia State at home against Little Rock. Same thing here. Little Rock is not very good. Georgia State is contending for the title, or for the conference, the Sun Belt Conference. They're 1 game behind Texas State with 2 to go. Georgia State cannot mess around here. Love Georgia State here at home. Wisconsin is at home against Penn State. Penn State's hot right now. They are winners of 3 in a row. They're not going anywhere, so they're just playing for pride right now. And like I said, the coach has this team playing very hard. But Wisconsin, this is a game that they need. They are coming off a loss against Indiana. Indiana's not playing well at all right now. So tough loss for Wisconsin. I look for them to get back on track here at home and end Penn State's winning streak at 3. Next we have Oklahoma. Oklahoma's going up against West Virginia. West Virginia kind of brought all that they had. Their last game was at home against TCU. It was an overtime game, and they pulled through and got the upset victory at home. I think this is a letdown spot for them. Like I said, they're not playing for nothing either. They're 3-12 in the Big 12. Oklahoma, they are a bubble team. They need this win at home. Cannot afford this loss. Next, we have Purdue. Purdue is at home. They are up against Ohio State. Ohio State's another team that they're going to be motivated because they're trying to get into the tournament as well. They have a slight chance to do it. But Purdue is playing great basketball right now. I think they match up very well against Ohio State. I think Ohio State does not match up well against Purdue. Purdue kind of stomped them the first time around. So I love Purdue here at home. Shouldn't have any issues against Ohio State. Villanova at home against Butler. Villanova is a great home team. Butler's not very good this year. Villanova needs this win at home. Love Villanova to get the job done. Charleston, this is a team that's really not playing for much in this game because they are 3 games back in the CAA with 1 game to go, so they can't win their conference, but it's the last game at home. I always look for the last game at home because there's usually a lot of energy in the building. They're playing Wilmington. They're much better than Wilmington. So I think Charleston will get the job done at home. Iowa at home against Rutgers. Rutgers not very good this year. Iowa played great basketball. Actually, they've been kind of sluggish lately. They lost their last game out against Ohio State. They actually got stomped. On top of that, their coach suspended, I believe, 2 games, so they're going to be without their coach today. But I actually think it won't be a negative. I think they'll play for him and bring a really big effort here at home and get the win for him. Next, we have Georgia Southern. Similarly to Georgia State, this team is 1 game back in the Sun Belt. They need this win at home, and they are much better than Arkansas State. So love Georgia Southern here at home. We have Loyola Chicago. Love Loyola Chicago here at home. Bradley's not a bad team, but Loyola needs this win at home. They are tied with Drake at the top of the MVC, and Drake, I believe, is on the road. A tough road game today, so Loyola takes care of business here at home, and Drake slips up on the road. Loyola will take over first place, so highly motivated at Loyola here. Cincinnati is at home. They are playing Memphis. Cincinnati's just one of the best teams in the American. They're solid at home. Memphis is a solid team, but I don't think they will get the W here on the road. No way. Belmont, love Belmont. I ride this team. I have ridden this team all year long. The past several years, they're just a solid team. They destroyed the rest of their conference. They're on the road, -14. I love them to win this game. They need to stay. They need to win this game if they want to win the conference. Florida is at home. This is a team that's trying to get into the tournament. They can't afford very many bad losses to finish out the year, and Georgia would be a bad loss. So Florida at home, love them to get the W here. Northern Colorado and Montana, kind of the same things here. Both these teams, I believe, are tied in the Big Sky right now. Montana has a half-game lead over Northern Colorado. Both teams are at home. Both teams are playing inferior opponents. Both teams will get the W. So that's it. I went through all 15. Iowa is a little bit of a question because their coach is suspended. I do think they bring maximum effort. Rutgers is better this year than they have been in the past. Charleston, like I said, they're not playing for anything, but it's their last home game. They're playing against a inferior opponent, but I love all 15 of these. I think all of them will come through. This is our 3rd attempt. Our long shots are any parlays where the payout is $1,000 or more. So this is 105 to win 1,012. Like I said, I think 3rd time will be a charm. I think these will all come through. I know some of you guys can't do parlays if a spread is a certain amount, or you can't do parlays with maybe you can't do 15-team parlays. What I recommend doing is just pick out your favorites, do a smaller parlay, and go with that. But this is going to be one of the big parlays I'm going to be going with. Like I said, I'm also going to be throwing in some bigger ones, a 25-teamer, and some other long shot parlays. But over on my Patreon page, I'm going to pick out my best moneyline parlays and do some smaller ones. So I recommend that you do the same. And while I'm on that note, my Patreon page, for those of you that are new to the channel, I have a Patreon page where I post picks every single day. I do all sports, NBA, college basketball, NFL, college football, hockey, MLB is about to kick off. So I do all the major sports. So if you're interested in more than just the free plays that I give out here, definitely check out my Patreon page. This is what it looks like. This is how to get there. Patreon.com/JVille Sports, Patreon.com. They have a search box. Just type in JVille. It's another easy way to get there. I'll also post a link in the description of this video and in the comment section for easier access. You can check it out. Right there on the front page, you can look at previous picks that I've made. So it's one of the reasons why I love the page is my picks history stays on there, so you can go back to any day and look at what I did for that particular day. So it's all public, all available. So definitely check it out if you're interested. I'm going to have my best straight bets on there, my best teasers, and my best money line parlays. So like I said, let's go ahead and close up this video with a straight bet. It's going to be one of the straight bets I'm going to be giving out over on Patreon. It's not my best straight bet, but it's one that I really, really like. And I am going to go to the ACC, where Clemson is at home taking on North Carolina, the 5th ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. North Carolina is -4. It could be 4.5 depending on where you look. Where I'm at, it is -4. Clemson is a bubble team. I believe Lenardi has them last 4 out or first 4 out. So this is a game that they really, really need to win. It's at home. If they get this win, it might push them over the top and get them in the tournament. But North Carolina is also highly, highly motivated because they're trying to win the ACC. They are tied right now with Virginia, so this is a game that they cannot let slip away. They have another game, an easier game next against Boston College, so they're not looking ahead to Boston College. And then they finish the year at home against Duke. So when they're playing Boston College, that's when they could be looking ahead to Duke. But as far as Clemson goes, their full motivation should be on Clemson. So if you have two highly motivated teams, you just do a simple handicap. Who do you think's better? Where do you think the matchups are at? And I think North Carolina matches up much, much better than Clemson does with North Carolina. And I love North Carolina here. They're healthy. Like I said, they're the better team here. Clemson, they're a tough, scrappy team. But that's a physical type of game. It's not going to work here against North Carolina. They just have so many good players. Cameron Johnson's playing well. May's playing well. Their freshman, Kobe, he's playing unbelievably. North Carolina is just much, much, much more talented. And like I said, this is a game, if you have both these teams are highly motivated, I got to go with the better team, and that's going to be North Carolina. Even though Clemson is at home, North Carolina has been very, very solid on the road. So North Carolina -4 is one of the straight bets I'm going to be going with. So I want to give that out here for you guys. So long shot parlay, straight bet, and that's how we're going to wrap up this video. You can see my free play record at the top of the screen. 18-8, 69%, great number there. And that is mostly straight bets. It's all college basketball. It's all picks that I've given out here on the channel. So we hit this one and we'll be right back at 70% or above. So that's just absolutely amazing. We'll see if we can finish over 70% for college basketball when the season ends. I think we can. So I'm going to wrap this up, like I said, so I can upload it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Huge, huge, huge card out there today for college basketball. And then you throw in soccer, you throw in NBA, you throw in NHL, you throw in tennis, golf. There's just so much out there today. So good luck with whatever you guys decide to do. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I will see you guys soon. Good luck.